In Free City, heroes are easily identified by their special sunglasses. They complete dangerous missions daily, creating destruction across town. Civilians are so accustomed to this chaos that they ignore the explosions and continue with their routines. One day, a hero swoops from the sky and lands beside a stunning woman in a car. It's not his car or wife, but since he's a hero, he can do whatever he wants. He speeds away with police chasing him, causing more destruction in his path. Elsewhere, Guy prepares for bank. His routine is always the same: identical clothes, identical coffee, identical schedule. Guy thinks his life is ideal and loves living in Free City. His closest friend is Buddy, the bank's security guard. The only thing Guy feels he's missing is a girlfriend, and seeing couples often makes him feel left out. When robbers with sunglasses burst in, Guy and Buddy just hide, chatting while they wait it out. In a dark alley, a man waits for Molotov Girl, who appears behind him. He claims he has a clue about a secret level, but when she asks for proof, he has none. Molotov Girl points her gun at him until he gives her a map to a building with evidence. She pays him and warns him not to question her, but when he does, she shoots him before walking off. As she walks, she predicts what people nearby will say. Guy and Buddy are also nearby, and Guy is instantly drawn to her. She sings briefly and Guy tells her he likes the song, surprising her since civilians don't normally react to her. After she leaves, Guy declares she's his dream girl, but Buddy says she wears sunglasses, so she's off limits. Guy tries to follow her but is hit by a train. At a cafe in the real world, Millie exits the game. Free City is actually a video game, with sunglasses marking players and others as NPCs. Millie's in-game avatar is Molotov Girl. She sees a Free City 2 commercial but isn't thrilled. A waitress asks about it, and Millie says she's suing the company, Tsunami, and only plays to collect evidence. Back in the game, Guy wakes up feeling different. He asks for a different coffee order, shocking everyone, including the barista. A cop threatens him, so he says he's joking and gets his usual. At the bank, Guy feels bored and is irritated when a new robber arrives. While lying on the floor, he sees Molotov Girl outside. Suddenly, he climbs over the counter and demands the robber's sunglasses. In the real world, a young girl playing the game is baffled by Guy's actions. As Guy tries to grab the sunglasses, the robber beats him up. Guy initially just takes it, but upon seeing Molotov Girl again, he finds courage and fights back. He manages to grab the glasses and accidentally shoots the robber. Guy runs outside, puts on the glasses, and sees a digital interface. He spots a med kit invisible to others. When he picks it up, he heals instantly. A fallen hero drops floating money, which Guy collects to buy sneakers he's always wanted. Meanwhile at Tsunami, programmers Keys and Mauser notice Guy and assume he's a player using an NPC skin. Keys tries to boot Guy but can't locate him. They log in using bunny suit cop avatars. They tell Guy to change his skin, but he doesn't understand. Thinking he's rebelling, they open fire. Guy runs and hides at a construction site, but they find him fast. More shots follow, damaging the structure as Guy dodges bullets. Guy notices his shoes can activate jumps. He uses one and lands on an upper floor. He tries another jump but hits the ceiling. He hides, then takes a final jump to reach a higher floor and clings to cables. To catch him, Mauser edits the code to reshape the building. As the chase continues, Guy follows glowing signs and leaps toward a wrecking ball. He misses, falls, and activates a bubble suit to land safely, just before getting hit by a car. Keys and Mauser log out, confused why the player count didn't change. Mauser thinks it's a glitch, but Keys suspects more. A flashback reveals Keys once worked with Millie on a game called Life Itself. Back home, Keys finds Millie has broken in. She's angry he works for Tsunami, who she believes stole their game. Keys says Tsunami bought and shelved it, but Millie is sure they reused their code. She begs Keys to help prove it, but he refuses. Millie logs in and uses the map to find a hidden building. While investigating, Guy appears behind her. She tackles and questions him, but loud noise gives her away. Guards start shooting. Molotov Girl shoots back, then uses a special gun to open a portal. Guy follows, and they escape into a new area. Angry at him for ruining her mission, She leads him to her secret base with weapons and vehicles. She explains her plan to steal something and says Guy must level up first. She's level 195. He's level 1. He says he doesn't like hurting people, so she suggests taking from violent players. Back in the city, Guy starts defending NPCs from armed players and keeps getting killed. He respawns daily, determined to improve. Eventually, he becomes good enough to beat players and goes viral. People in the real world praise him, wondering who's behind the mysterious hero. Kids dress like him and call him a legend. Once Guy reaches level 102, he visits Buddy. During their chat, a robber appears. Everyone drops, but Guy casually talks through it. He disarms the robber and gives Buddy the glasses, but Buddy is too afraid. Meanwhile, Millie begs Keys to help her again. He sneaks into a bathroom and opens a hidden door in the building. He also tells Millie where to find the clip. But once she grabs it, the building goes on high alert and guards attack. She drops the clip while hiding. Keys can't help further, until Guy crashes through a window on a bike and takes down the guards. As they try to leave, more enemies arrive. Keys, hearing Molotov Girl talk, wonders who she's with. As a fight breaks out, Guy watches Molotov Girl with admiration. He fends off enemies too, using his new gear. More guards keep appearing, so they hop on a bike. Molotov Girl shoots as Guy drives them through a window and activates a glider to fly out safely. At Tsunami, CEO Antoine arrives and behaves terribly, firing employees for fun. Antoine tells Mauser not to delete Guy since he's helping PR, and instead wants a Guy skin for Free City 2. The art team says they're late with transferring old content. Antoine reveals Free City 2 won't support anything from the original. He lied for marketing. Keys suggests making a new game, but Antoine wants to cash in on existing IP. Later, Keys finds odd data in Guy's coat. In-game, Guy shows Molotov Girl his new rides and talks about leveling up. They go out for ice cream and bond over silly jokes and bubblegum flavor. Guy surprises her by asking for a kiss, and she agrees. After a sweet kiss, she tells him her real name. Millie logs out when Keys knocks on her door. He tells her she was right. Their code is in Free City. Their AI was meant to help NPCs grow and evolve. Guy isn't just a script, he's an emergent AI. Millie's shocked but thrilled. Then Keys realizes Antoine plans to wipe the old code with Free City 2, erasing all proof. They have 48 hours to find the evidence. Millie logs in and takes Guy to the player hub. She reveals everything. He's just an NPC. Guy panics and confesses his love for her. Are artificial. Hurt, Guy storms off and removes his glasses. Millie chases him, but Guy sees no point in helping if life's meaningless. Depressed, Guy ignores violence around him. He walks to the ocean and throws a rock, but it vanishes at the game's edge. When his hand touches the barrier, it goes through. Furious, he goes back to town and screams at NPCs, saying nothing matters. A car runs him over. Guy later visits Buddy. What he'd do if he knew he wasn't real. Buddy says he wouldn't care, because the moment still is. Feeling hopeful, Guy asks Buddy to join him on a mission. They soon arrive at the mysterious facility and meet its owner, Revenge Man, who instantly recognizes Guy and admits he's a huge fan. As the player behind Revenge Man starts live streaming, Revenge Man happily hands Guy the secret level clip he found earlier, explaining he couldn't return there after the glitch was patched. Things get strange as Revenge Man begins pressuring Guy to perform for the stream, so Guy and Buddy exit. Later at Molotov Girl's hideout, Guy speaks to her idol avatar until Millie logs in, and he gives her the clip. Meanwhile, players everywhere begin crediting Guy with changing how they think about games. They realize killing for fun, even NPCs, is wrong and are inspired to play kindly instead. As a result, Free City 2 pre-orders drop sharply, angering Antoine. He orders the team to ban whoever is controlling Guy, forcing Keys to admit that Guy is actually a self-aware NPC. Antoine then demands a full server reboot. Back in-game, Guy and Molotov Girl watch the clip, discovering that Revenge Man uncovered an area containing assets from the original game. Guy recognizes the spot, but before he can explain further, the servers shut down. All player characters freeze and users panic. Guy is the only one still moving, until the game reboots. When Guy reawakens, he's returned to his old personality. While performing his usual routine, Molotov Girl tries reminding him of their past, but he doesn't remember and walks away. Millie contacts Keys, who explains a reboot can't erase an AI, it must be hiding within the code. After some digging, he realizes Guy was a character he originally created for their first game, designed to never find his dream girl. Since that dream girl was modeled after Millie, encountering Molotov Girl triggered Guy's evolution. Millie logs in again and sends Molotov Girl to the bank, where she kidnaps Guy and forces him to put on the sunglasses at gunpoint. As he panics over the interface, Molotov Girl warns him their world will vanish in 24 hours. He remains doubtful, so after blowing up a nearby police car, she kisses him, reawakening his memories. Guy takes her to his apartment and shows her a reflection on his blinds, revealing the original game's designs. Millie realizes Antoine hid their design just beyond the horizon and forgot to delete reflective surfaces. She contacts Keys to report her findings, and together they devise a plan with Guy's help. Later by the river, Guy gathers the NPCs and delivers a speech about breaking free from monotony and living a richer life. The group is hesitant at first, but when the barista expresses a desire to make new coffee flavors, they all rally behind the idea. The next time players enter Free City, they find the place eerily deserted. The event goes viral, sparking online speculation. Some even question if Guy is really a player. At the Tsunami office, Antoine panics until someone shows him the Revenge Man video, where Guy says Millie's name. Other footage reveals Guy in a car with Molotov Girl, prompting Antoine to order her account banned. But Mauser explains her account has full protection. Enraged, Antoine tells Mauser to disable respawns and permanently kill all characters, even players. Mauser objects, but Antoine doesn't care. In the game, buildings collapse around Guy and Molotov Girl as they flee. Keys creates a bridge to help them escape the city just in time. Meanwhile, Antoine refuses to quit and demands the art team release the enhanced Guy model made for Free City 2. He then confronts Keys and finally admits he used their code, claiming he did it because the original game would have failed. Keys argues that money isn't everything and hits a key on his laptop. Inside the game, a collapsing tower becomes a bridge across the ocean. Antoine, determined to stop this, tells Mauser to kick out all players. Molotov Girl disappears from the beach. Keys gets fired but activates the global stream before leaving so the public can witness what's happening. As Guy reaches the bridge, the upgraded character Dude knocks him down. Guy loses his glasses after another hit. Then Buddy shows up, distracts Dude by poking his chest, but gets launched away. Dude tosses Buddy aside and starts pounding on Guy again. Guy retrieves his glasses and conjures Captain America's shield to block Dude's Hulk punch. He then counters with his own Hulk smash and heals using a medkit. As Dude charges again, Guy defends with a lightsaber, then uses a portal gun to shoot him through the ceiling. When Dude returns and presses his chest again, Guy offers him the glasses. Now distracted by all the glowing icons, Dude runs after them in confusion. Guy and Buddy head toward the bridge while Antoine prepares to destroy the servers. Keys sees this and warns Millie. Antoine begins smashing the hardware with an axe, making the game world disintegrate. As NPCs flee, Mauser tells Antoine he's gone too far, and security pulls him away. The bridge starts to fall, and Buddy says a heartfelt goodbye before vanishing. Guy runs at full speed and leaps just before the collapse reaches him. He lands safely, and the island from the original game loads, complete with the hidden source code. Millie confronts Antoine and tells him it's over. Antoine still wants revenge and tries to destroy more servers, but Millie makes a deal. He keeps Free City rights if she gets her original code back. Motivated only by profit, he accepts. Later, news outlets report that Free City 2 has flopped. Without Millie's code, the game is full of bugs and lag. Antoine is now disgraced and claims he's the victim. Meanwhile, Millie and Keys launch their game with Mauser's help, and it's a major success. Now Guy and the other NPCs live in a vibrant world filled with creativity. Millie visits him using her Molotov Girl avatar. Guy says he understands they can't be together, but he adds that his love was part of Keys' design, meaning Keys has always loved her. Millie tears up as she explores the game's code and finds a video confession from Keys. She rushes out of her apartment and meets Keys in the street, where they share a kiss. Meanwhile, Guy has befriended Dude but misses Buddy. Luckily, the programmers bring Buddy back, and Guy joyfully reunites with his best friend. Together, they begin a brand new life with limitless possibilities. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to catch more videos like this.